Today, across the nation, televisions show banks, small and large, closing their vaults forever. Actors in California wait in line to pull out federally insured deposits. 4 years and 7 scores ago, our banking future was a different movie with a different soundtrack. But the tune was the same as the songs that have scored the American life since its inception. It's a quiet song, so silent that only the dogs can hear. They might turn their heads, but when all is said and done, the dog, like the bank, is more interested in the bone. 4 years ago, the headline said, "Banks support the war." There was no reason to believe that our financial institutions weren't just good Americans fighting the terrorists like everyone else. But of course, as all things truly American, it was a far different picture behind the curtain. How stupid we were to trust our economic stability to businesses who see the world as a credit card holder. Their enemies weren't the Taliban or Al-Qaeda. Forget 9/11. The largest single demographic of Americans was about to retire, a huge group of consumers about to cut their spending and hunker down and eventually die, doomed not to consume at all. In order to keep the gears of our consumer-based economic machine greased, new fuel would need to be mined. Our heroic banks, buoyed by a political climate favorable to deregulation, took the lead in innovative securities bundling and sold them as AAA-rated bonds to investors in the security markets. It was easy. Just pile eager mortgage salesmen into hotel rooms, provide these lending sweatshops with laptops, piles of speed, and a quota of 1 mortgage approval an hour. It didn't matter if homeowners had low income. They were sold mortgages at a variable rate, or with a crippling balloon payment after a year of payment holiday. Have a vacation, they said. It's on us. In the time it took home prices to halve, bank regulators poured tens of millions of dollars into state-level lobbying efforts. Their goal: destroy any bill in any state legislature which aimed at requiring banks to demonstrate a tangible net benefit to mortgage holders refinancing their loans. The mortgage meltdown struck so fast, we didn't even know who the enemy was. With the questions asked just right, the investors who bought the securities by the cubic ton slipped out the door, while the homeowner was fitted with a blindfold and told the dog ate his last meal. But the banks, he says. What about the banks? Keep asking. Nobody will tell you about the banks. There are 5 media outlets in the United States. All of them have heads of banks on their boards. They control the money. They control the discussion. And sadly, their funds finance the campaigns of both American political parties.